Hello, good morning students. So today we are going to start a new chapter, that is your eco-friendly polymers. Okay, so this particular chapter is all about polymers, type of polymers and how they are synthesized, what is their degradation method. Okay, let me just take you through the slides that I have prepared and then we are going to carry on with the topic. So I hope you can hear me properly. So I'm writing down a few steps, a few things on the board, and that will be the summary of the chapter that we are going to deal with. Okay, so for revising purpose, in the previous class, we were talking about the green chemistry. Okay, green chemistry already talked about. 12 principles, atom economics. Okay, atom economics was molecular weight of desired MWPP upon total molecular weight of reactants into 100. ठीक है, यही था molecular weight of desired product upon total molecular weight of all the reactants. That was the atom economics. Then we talked about the green method. Reagents green, product green, and now Dr. Kundan's last point was zero waste technology. So जब हम zero waste tech के बारे में बात कर रहे थे, so at that time we were talking about recycling or synthesizing. This particular thing was recycling, focused on recycling and reuse of product. Okay, reuse in the sense it could be used in the second reaction. Okay, ये आपके केमिस्ट्री वाले चैप्टर की पूरी समरी है, इस समराइजेशन. ठीक है, इसी को ये एलैबोरेट करेंगे फिर विल फाइंड द नोट्स ऑन द concepts. Okay, so we will go to that. I'll share the link. So for today we are going to talk about a new topic. Today's topic is eco-friendly polymers. So we are going to talk about types of polymers. Types of polymers, basically we are going to classify them on different aspects, like whether they are branched, they are not branched, whether they are monomers, or whether they are whether they are having one or more entities, like if they are made up of one monomer or if they are made up of multiple monomers, A, B, C, or A, B, C. So we are going to talk about that. Then we are going to classify them on the basis of their structure. Whether they are linear, whether they are branched, we are going to talk about that. Then there are few terms related to classification that we will talk about in the next one. Okay. So the first types of polymers, synthesis and degradation. These are the 3 points on which your total chapter is based on. So we are going to talk about the methods of synthesis, different methods and mechanisms that are involved. Then we are going to talk about the degradation method. Now, one simple example for degradation is like जब भी आप घर में कोई प्लास्टिक का कंपोनेंट अगर धूप में रखते हैं तो यू मस्ट हैव ऑब्जर्व कि वो डिसकलर हो जाता है. ठीक है, अगर कोई प्लास्टिक की कोई बकेट है या कुछ भी अगर आप उसको धूप में छोड़ दें तो यू ऑब्जर्व कि वो डिसकलर हो जाता है, उसका कलर लाइटन अप हो जाता है. फिर कुछ दिनों बाद क्या होगा, दैट प्लास्टिक बिकम्स ब्रिटल. ठीक है, ये एक बहुत सिंपल ऑब्जर्वेशन है. डिग्रेडेशन में जो प्रैक्टिकल ऑब्जर्वेशन होती है, जब हम किसी भी चीज़ को धूप में छोड़ देते हैं, स्पेसिफिकली प्लास्टिक्स को, तो उसमें व्हाट डू वी ऑब्जर्व डिस्कलरेशन एंड चेंज इन इट्स स्टेट, ठीक है, चेंज इन इट्स स्टेट, इट बिकम्स ब्रिटल। तो ये जो एस्पेक्ट है ये सभी लोगों ने बहुत कॉमनली ऑब्जर्व किया होगा इन टर्म्स ऑफ प्लास्टिक कंपोनेंट्स। सो व्हाट इज द रीजन बिहाइंड दिस, व्हाट इज द केमिस्ट्री लाइन बिहाइंड दीज टू थिंग्स, वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट दैट इन डिटेल अदर देन ऑल द टॉपिक्स। ओके, सो आज के टॉपिक को स्टार्ट करते हैं। आई एम शेयरिंग द स्क्रीन विद यू एंड देन वील कैरी ऑन विद द सब्जेक्ट। Okay, so this is your this is a slide that I have prepared for your eco-friendly polymers. Let me just open it with some other link. Okay. Attendance is only 28. Where are other students? Okay, so this is fine now. Now I'll share the slide with you and then we are going to take it up. Okay, so we have this particular topic. Now the first observation, the first polymers that you see around yourself is your polyethylene, the plastic that you use regularly. Okay, the foams, the mattress foams that you see, they are all polymers. So basically, polymers are everywhere. Okay, please excuse me, यहाँ पे बात नहीं करिए. Okay, so तो पॉलीमर्स जो है वो आपका हर जगह यूज होते हैं, वेदर इट्स योर मेडिकल इक्विपमेंट्स लाइक सिरिंजेस, ग्लव्स, वट एवर यू आर यूजिंग इन टर्म्स ऑफ प्लास्टिक्स इज मेड अप ऑफ पॉलीमर्स। ठीक है, पॉलीमर्स सिर्फ केमिकल मेथड, केमिकल सिंथेसिस से ही नहीं डिराइव होते हैं। पॉलीमर्स का एक बायोलॉजिकल बैकग्राउंड भी है, या बायोलॉजिकल रिएजेंट्स से भी आप पॉलीमर्स डिज़ाइन कर सकते हो। जैसे कि आपके जो डिस्पोजेबल्स हैं, ठीक है, जो कुछ डिस्पोजेबल्स इस टाइप के हैं जो कि बायोडिग्रेडेबल है। ठीक है, सो वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट देम and one such example for biodegradable polymer is your polylactic acid. Polylactic acid के बहुत सारे टिफिन्स और डिस्पोजेबल कंटेनर्स आजकल रेस्टोरेंट्स वगैरह में यूज हो रहे हैं because of awareness towards environment. Earlier they used to use thermocol or plastics as a component for packing up the stuff, but these days they have started using polylactic acid based containers, okay, disposable containers. So we are going to talk about that in the upcoming classes, but let me just take you through the slide and then we are going to continue with the lecture. So this particular topic that you are going to study today is eco-friendly polymers. We are going to study about the definition, what are polymers. Then we are going to focus on degree of polymers here. Then degree of polymers, what does it mean by degree of polymers? Then we are going to talk about the classification. So classification is of two types, on the basis of chemical structure and on the basis of polymeric structure. Okay, so when we talk about basis of chemical structure, then it's all about your monomers. ठीक है, कितने किस टाइप के monomers हैं, सिंगल मोनोमर है या होमोपॉलीमर है या कोपॉलीमर है. On the basis of chemical structure we are going to define it. The next one is your polymeric structure. So when we talk about polymeric structure, इसका chain length किस type का है, then it's divided into two types. First is a linear, then it's branched and crossed polymers. So we are going to study about these. The last type of classification is on the basis of arrangement of monomers. ठीक है, किस तरीके से arranged हैं, grafted हैं या फिर block के form में present है, that we are going to study. And the last one is your on the basis of tacticity. So the tacticity is basically nothing but orientation. Isotactic, syndiotactic, atactic, ये किस टाइप के polymers हैं, उसके कुछ examples हैं. according to the behavior on heating. So classification of polymers is based on different factors. So let's go through them in this today's lecture. Okay. I hope you have seen the slide. So let's just take up the topic. So what are polymers? Polymers are your, let me just go to the board and then we'll talk about it. So polymers basically students क्या होते हैं? I hope you can hear me. Polymers are long chain compounds. By definition, polymers are long chain compounds or long chain hydrocarbons made up of multiple units of reactants. Okay. So polymers are made up of multiple units of any reactant. What do they have? They have high molecular mass. Because they are made up of multiple reactants, that's why they have high molecular mass. Okay. So the number of monomers that can be there in a polymer can go up to thousands of millions of grams. Okay. So one such example is your polyethylene. Okay. So polyethylene is one of the examples for polyethylene. Okay, it's not polyethylene, it's polyethylene. So this is the example for your simple example for polymer. जो आप plastics use करते हैं as carry bags, that is your polyethylene. The polyethylene जो आप जिसे आप बोलते हैं. So this is the formula for synthesis of polyethylene. So what we have done, we have taken here and then we have another component which is polymerized. It's also written in the slide. So basically polymerization में structural change होता है, bond changes होते हैं, and then we have polymer with us. Okay, so polymers can be of two types. They can be natural as well as they can be synthetic. So when we talk about polymers which are natural, then cellulose is one of the simplest examples in terms of natural polymers. Where is it found? Cellulose is found in your, कोई स्टूडेंट बताएगा सेल्यूलोज कॉमनली कहाँ अवेलेबल है? प्लांट सेल में और एनिमल सेल का जो डिफरेंस है, ठीक है, तो प्रोटीन्स वी नो, सिल्क वी नो, बट देयर इज वन टर्म व्हिच इज सेल्यूलोज. So what does that mean? Or where is it found? Animal cell में और प्लांट सेल में एक बेसिक डिफरेंस है. Cells जो होते हैं which are your biological units, ठीक है, we all know that they are all made up of cells. So with animal cells and plant cells, ठीक है. So दोनों का difference क्या है? Why are animals so flexible whereas plants have a rigid structure specifically? So plant cell has a rigid structure. So that's because plant cell has got the outer wall which is made up of cellulose, also called as cell wall. एक animal cell है, इसका जो outer wall है, it has no cellulose, therefore structure is not rigid. Okay, not rigid. But when we talk about plant cells have got a specific shape, and that shape is because of the compound cellulose. So this cellulose is basically a polymer which gives the structure to a plant cell or strength to a plant cell. Okay, so ये cellulose को extract कर लेते हैं और polymerization करके we use it for our own product, own applications or own usage. Okay, the another example is your silk. ठीक है, these are the examples for your natural polymers. Synthetic polymers में rubber है और polyisoprene है, polyethylene है, ठीक है, PVC है, polyvinyl chloride है. All these are the examples of your synthetic polymers. Next point states these polymers find application in every aspect of life. About 80% of today's chemists, including biochemists, work with polymers. So while the term biochemist is written here, the term biochemist is written here because जितने भी बायोलॉजिकल बेस्ड लैब्स हैं उसमें सिरेंजेस है, ग्लव्स हैं, ठीक है, कोट्स हैं, all these things which require plastics or polymers have got some background related to polymer chemistry. Okay. The next thing is degree of polymerization. So the number of repeating units in a chain formed in a polymer is called as the degree of polymerization. Oligopolymerization means polymers with low degree of polymerization. So if you start counting the number of repeating units in a particular polymer, then it's called as a degree of polymerization. So we will do some numericals based on calculation of degree of polymerization. At that point, you will be able to understand it more. But for definition purpose, this is the definition. The number of repeating units in a chain formed in a polymer is degree of polymerization. But if the degree of is low, if the number is low, then it's called oligopolymerization. Let's classify the polymers. So on the basis of chemical structure, जो केमिकल स्ट्रक्चर मतलब कि उसमें किस टाइप के रिएक्टेंट्स को लेकर के एक पॉलीमर बना है, ठीक है, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ केमिकल स्ट्रक्चर मींस दैट। सो होमोपॉलीमर्स के केस में एज द नेम सजेस्ट पॉलीमर कंटेन्स आइडेंटिकल मोनोमर्स, ठीक है, इसमें एक ही टाइप के मोनोमर्स हैं व्हिच हैव बीन पॉलीमराइज्ड टू गिव यू अ पॉलीमर। कोपॉलीमर्स के केस में देयर कैन बी 2 or more reactants. Okay, so a general formula if you want to write for polymers, copolymers, then it's as shown in your slide. Okay, A, B. The number can be more. It can be A, B, C, D. It just depends upon your requirement or how you have synthesized it. But copolymer means 2 or more types of monomers. Okay. The next is your on the basis of polymeric structure. So if it's linear, if the polymer is linear, then it's called linear homopolymer. And if it's if it's having 1 or 2 monomers, then it's called linear copolymer. Okay. The next thing is on the basis of structure, because we are talking about structure, branched के केस में branched homopolymer भी हो सकता है, branched copolymer भी हो सकता है. It can be of both types. The next thing is cross-linked homopolymers. So when we talk about cross-linked homopolymers, the cross-linked homopolymers में chains are basically interlinked by 1 or 2 monomers between 2 long chains, as you can see in this particular image. Okay, so we have a long linear hydrocarbon polymer chain here. Another is here, but there is one monomer on at a specific place. Okay, between the two. So दो chains के बीच में अगर किसी point पे there is a single monomer attached, then it's your cross-linked polymer. ठीक है, जिस type का structure, basically simple term है cross-linked. So it means 2 or more chains are linked with each other with some monomers in between them. Cross-linked copolymer, as the name suggests, it means कि long chains है polymers की, but बीच में कुछ monomers भी attach हो गए हैं between 2 long chains, okay, 2 or 3 long chains. So such type of polymers are called your cross-linked copolymers. On the basis of arrangement, so block copolymer and graph copolymer. On the basis of arrangement, linear polymer sequences are block copolymers. So like this one. So what is happening? It has got a regular structure. There are 3 A monomers, then there are 3 B monomers. So इस टाइप का कोई ब्लॉक फॉर्म में अगर स्ट्रक्चर फॉर्म होता है पॉलीमर का, ठीक है, क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ पॉलीमर, केमिकल केस में is homo or co, 2 or more. Then on the basis of structure, either it's linear ब्रांच। ठीक है, लीनियर और ब्रांच के केस में मोनो भी हो सकता है एंड टू भी हो सकता है। सेम लाइज दिस पॉइंट। देन वी हैव योर on the basis of arrangement of monomers. एग्जाम में इस टाइप के एमसीक्यूज आ सकते हैं, तो इस टाइप का आपको स्ट्रक्चर दे दिया जाए एज यू कैन सी हियर, और इस टाइप का एक जम्बल्ड अप स्ट्रक्चर दे दिया जाए, तो एंड यू आर आस्क्ड टू आंसर वेदर इट्स अ ब्लॉक कोपॉलीमर और अ ग्राफ कोपॉलीमर। ठीक है, सो एट दैट टाइम यू हैव टू बी एबल टू रिकॉग्नाइज सो ब्लॉक मीन्स समथिंग लाइक दिस। Now this particular block has got a number of monomer units. ठीक है, ये जैसे इमेज में आपको 3 दिखाए हैं, it can be 2. Okay, but it suggests a certain sequence in terms of its structure. So 2A, then 2B, that type of blocking type structure is a block copolymer. Similarly, when we talk about graph copolymer, in this particular polymer has got a polymer backbone, and there are number of another monomers which are lying in a different direction. Okay. So block type हो गया, इसमें की block type structure है, monomer units are repeating. Then we have a graph. So grafting basically means attachment of different entity or different species or different different particles, ठीक है, from different monomer. Grafting of plants पे भी करते हैं, ठीक है. That is how you get different colors of rose. यदि हम नर्सरी वगैरह पे जाकर ऑब्जर्व करें, तो that is how we get it. Okay, grafting means attachment of a different entity. तो जब polymers की बात करते हैं, तो इसका मतलब है attaching a different monomer. So in this particular here we have AB, AB, AB and B, B. इस टाइप से अगर आप ये attachment कर देते हैं in a particular linear chain, that means it's grafting or grafting structure. Next is on the basis of tacticity or orientation. So isotactic, symbiotic and atactic. This one particular point is important because इसमें exams में काफी questions आते हैं. Students get confused. So let's go through the definition and understand with the example. So isotactic means if the chain has side groups on one side, then the polymer is known as isotactic. ठीक है, symbiotic के case में if the side groups are arranged such that they lie on each side of the main polymer chain, that is called as symbiotic. The last one is atactic. ठीक है, if the side groups are arranged in irregular fashion, then it's called as atactic. ठीक है, तो अब इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? जब भी हम किसी पॉलीमर के बारे में बात करते हैं, ये आई होप समझ में आ गया सबको. क्लासिफिकेशन की बात कर रहे हैं, तो केमिकल स्ट्रक्चर के बेसिस पे होमो और कोपॉलीमर हो सकता है. तो होमो मीन्स सिंगल मोनोमर, को मीन्स वन और टू और मोर मोनोमर्स. ठीक है, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर इट्स लीनियर और इट्स ब्रांच. ठीक है, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ ओरिएंटेशन और द वे दे आर अटैच्ड, इट कैन बी ईदर ब्लॉक और ग्राफ्टिंग. नाउ वी हैव प्लैस्टिसिटी. प्लैस्टिसिटी भी ओरिएंटेशन की बात कर रहा है, और जो पीछे हम अभी पिछली स्लाइड में पढ़ रहे थे ब्लॉक कोपॉलीमर्स, ये भी ओरिएंटेशन की बात कर रहे थे. देन व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द टू? Because this is also talking about arrangement of monomers, and here also we are talking about the orientation, which also means arrangement. In plasticity, we talk about functional groups. So clearly ध्यान रखना. In plasticity, whenever the term plasticity comes, we are talking about the functional groups in a particular polymer chain. So functional groups कौन से होते हैं? Alcohol, acid, CHO group और C double bond O. ठीक है, it can be any functional group जो आप organic chemistry में पढ़ते हैं. कोई भी functional group उसका किस तरीके से अरेंजमेंट है पॉलीमर चेन में, that is what tacticity means. So when we talk about isotactic, iso as the name suggests, they are only, as just written in one example here. Let's just say we have OSP. So the functional group is on the one side of the chain. But if we are talking about stereotactic, in that case, the functional group will be having alternate structure or on the opposite side of the chain. Okay, जैसे अभी first case में iso के case में they were lying on the one side of the chain. In symbio के case में they are on the opposite side of the polymer chain, the long polymer chain. Atactic में they are randomly arranged. ठीक है, this is an example for atactic. So you can see कि atactic में कहीं पे भी arrange हो जाता है. There is no orientation in a certain way. ठीक है, that is the difference between the three when we talk about tacticity. So ये classification का एक method है in which we talk about tacticity. The main important point is that whenever we talk about the orientation of a polymer chain, जैसे कि पिछली classifications में था, ग्राफ पॉलीमर को पॉलीमर है, ब्लॉक है, क्रॉस लिंक्ड है, सब लीनियर है, ब्रांच है, तो ऑल दीज पॉलीमर्स आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द मोनोमर्स. ठीक है, बट टैक्टिसिटी टॉक्स अबाउट योर फंक्शनल ग्रुप कि वो किस तरीके से अरेंज्ड है. सो एज यू कैन सी हियर, दिस इज हाउ एन एग्जांपल हैज बीन गिवन टू यू. प्रोपाइलिन का एक सिंथेसाइजिंग है, पॉलीमराइजेशन है, उसमें different formats are given. So when the methyl group is on one side, it's called isotactic. When it's on the opposite side, it's called the symbiotic. And when it's randomly arranged, it's called atactic in nature, or not having any kind of orientation. Random arrangement of functional group is atactic. Okay. The next classification is on the behavior of how they behave on heating. So they can be either thermoplastics or thermosets. So what are thermoplastics? The polymers which soften on heating and become plastic and can be reshaped is your thermoplastic. The polymers, the thermosets होते हैं, the polymers which transform into hard and rigid material on heating and cannot be reshaped, form infusible and insoluble mass on heating. So जो भी plastics इनको कि आप हीट करके रीट्रांसफॉर्म कर सकते हो, दैट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द टू. टैक्टिसिटी का आई होप सबको समझ में आ गया होगा. टैक्टिसिटी की जब भी बात करेंगे, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द फंक्शनल ग्रुप ऑफ द पॉलीमर. वी आर नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट द पॉलीमर चेन. कोई स्टूडेंट कंफ्यूज नहीं होना चाहिए. इस चेन की बात नहीं हो रही है. वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट व्हाट इज अटैच्ड हियर. ठीक है, यहाँ पे ये फंक्शनल ग्रुप्स किस तरीके से अटैच्ड है, दैट इज योर की रीजनेबल टैक्टिसिटी. नेक्स्ट इज ऑन हीटिंग. Basically thermo means something that is related to heat. So when we are talking about or we are classifying the polymer into thermosetting and thermoplastic, then thermoplastics are the ones which regain their shape or cooling down. Regain shape. ठीक है, thermosets are the ones which become brittle and infused on heating. ठीक है, तो कुछ प्लास्टिक स्टूडेंट्स इस टाइप के होते हैं जिनको कि अगर आप हीट करेंगे तो दे विल आफ्टर कूलिंग डाउन they might get deformed, but they will regain their property or they will regain their structure. But there are some plastics that if you start heating them, they will their polymer chain that it breaks down and it can lead to a black carbonaceous mass left at the end. ठीक है. Thermosets के केस में here polymer chain breaks. ठीक है. जब इसके एग्जाम्पल्स को डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे एट दैट टाइम वी आर गोइंग टू डील विद इट मोर, बट फॉर योर इनिशियल इंट्रोडक्शन थर्मोसेट्स आर द वंस जहाँ पे कि पॉलीमर चेन ब्रेक्स एंड व्हाट यू गेट इज अ ब्रिटल इंफ्यूज्ड मास एंड हीटिंग. तो अगर आपने कभी कोई प्लास्टिक बर्न किया है एंड यू हैव गॉट अ ब्लैक कार्बोनेशियस मास लेफ्ट एट द एंड बिकॉज पॉलीमर्स आर मेड अप ऑफ हाइड्रोकार्बन्स. ठीक है, दैट वी ऑल नो. So polymers are made up of hydrocarbons, therefore they have carbon content in them. So if you heat them and they break down, their polymer chain breaks down and at the end of the day you get a black carbonaceous mass. तो वो polymer आपका thermosetting polymer है. ठीक है, but the thermoplastic polymers they regain their shape and they can be reshaped. तो जो recyclable plastic है, plastic bottles या recycled plastic available होता है, that falls in this category. दोनों का difference ये है. ठीक है. So polymer that burns, if you a polymer, if you heat it up and it changes into an infusible mass, a infusible carbonaceous black kind of mass, that is a thermosetting polymer. So depending upon their ultimate form and usage. So plastics, all synthetic polymers except elastomers are called as plastics. Plastics can be shaped into hard and tough utility articles by application of heat and pressure. Elastomers have high elasticity. Polymers which can be stretched 150% of its original length is called as a elastomer. जैसे कि elastics होती हैं. One such example is your synthetic rubber. So elastomers are also polymers, but they have got elasticity. So that's where this name comes from, elastic here. ठीक है. सो प्लास्टिक और इलास्टोमर्स में क्या डिफरेंस है? प्लास्टिक्स वो हैं जो कि एक रिजिड मास फॉर्म कर लेते हैं. ठीक है, द वाटर बॉटल्स दैट यू यूज फॉल इनटू दिस कैटेगरी. अब इसमें भी एक पॉइंट है, लेकिन दिस राइट अप ऑन द बोर्ड. Let's just say we have water bottle or any plastic bottle, not water bottle, any bottle, any polymer bottle. Now this polymer bottle can be recycled. Then it's thermoplastic, right? अगर recycle कर सकते हैं polymer bottle को तो then it's thermoplastic. But if it changes to a brittle mass infused, then it's your thermosetting. इसको आप दोबारा recycle नहीं करोगे. ठीक है. Why? Because the polymer chain has broken down. And we know that polymers are made up of hydrocarbons, which are long chain hydrocarbons, so these are broken down. Now, there is one more factor from this plastic, that is plasticity and elastomers. So plasticity means hard structure. जितना भी आप प्लास्टिक से रिलेटेड हार्ड products they fall in this particular category. But when we talk about elastomers, they are also kind of plastics, but they have a property called elasticity. They are also polymers, but they have got some elasticity, जैसे कि gloves है, ठीक है, या फिर stretchable rubber band है. All these type of polymers they fall into the category of elastomers. Okay. And these elastomers, like one such example is your PDMS. I'm writing the name here. I will show you the image in the next class. PDMS. PDMS is, I don't know if you can see the word. I'm writing the example. Poly dimethyl siloxane. Okay. This is one elastomer. It's a polymer which polymerizes or sets on heating, and it's transparent in nature and it is found in soluble medical devices. Polydimeric output is one such example. They largely available here. In the next slide I will put up the original image of polydimeric output. So this particular plastic PDMS or this particular polymer PDMS is thermostatic, but it has got a property of elasticity also. You just have to, whenever you see a polymer, you just have to observe and see what all characteristics it's having. So when we talk about PDMS, you can just Google it for yourself, or I will put an image. It's thermostatic. जब भी इसको 100 डिग्री पे हीट करेंगे तो ये इस टाइप के स्ट्रक्चर में, ब्लॉक स्ट्रक्चर में या जिस भी स्ट्रक्चर में आप इसको क्लीन करना चाहें, ये इसमें सेट हो जाता है. लेट्स जस्ट से इट्स अ लिक्विड इन नेचर, initially, but if you provide heat, it's thermosetting and it forms a block. And this block has got an elasticity. So we will talk about this in more detail, but I hope you have got an idea. Key polymers जो stress हो जाते हैं, they are used in your, they are elastomers, and one such example is your PDMS, which is your polydimethylsiloxane, and it is used in a lot of medical devices, medical equipments, for making certain kind of chips and all. So उसमें ये यूज होता है. I'll show you that particular PDMS in the next class. ठीक है. Synthetic rubbers is also an example of elastomers. Functionality of a molecule is the number of active sites it has. A monomer should have 2 reactive sites. A compound shows functionality because of functional groups. Okay. So this is what functionality means. मतलब ये कि polymerization functionality का मतलब ये है simple terms में कि उसके पास कोई functional group या कोई ऐसी active site होनी चाहिए जहाँ पे कि reaction करके you can form a polymer chain. ठीक है. So let's just say acetic acid. So acetic acid has a functionality of 1. Why? Because it has got one functional group. When we have malonic acid, then it has got a functionality of 2. Why? Because it has got 2 functional groups on both sides. Whereas in case of ethylene glycol, अगर हम ethylene glycol को polymerize करेंगे, then it has got 2 functional groups or 2 functionalities. Why? Because there are 2 sides. ठीक है. OH on the one side and OH on the other side. So functionality can be determined by the presence of double or triple bonds present in the molecule. This happens due to the presence of 2 or 4 valencies obtained due to the cleavage of bonds. So basically, students, functionality की requirement ये है. Classification we have done. Functionality की requirement. What is the requirement for functionality? Why are all polymers
Recording in progress.
Okay. So when we talk about functional groups or functionality, then the basic requirement, the basic question that comes into your mind is why the functionality is required. Okay, this is one question which any student can answer. फिर हम नेक्स्ट क्लास में टेकअप करेंगे. कोई मतलब बता सकता है, बिकॉज वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट फंक्शनैलिटी हियर. why do we require functional groups? So functional groups are largely required. Double bonds or triple bonds are required so that there has to be some unsaturated sites or valency should be there so that a polymer chain can be formed or the reaction can take place. Because अगर unsaturated valencies नहीं होंगे, double bonds नहीं होंगे, triple bonds नहीं होंगे, then there are no chances of reaction. Okay, polymerization के लिए we require some kind of unsaturated valencies or functional group. तभी एक reaction को we can conduct. Let's just wait for a few minutes. So when we talk about functionality, then फंक्शनैलिटी का सिंपल मतलब है किसी भी मोनोमर में कि उसमें कितने फंक्शनल ग्रुप्स हैं, ठीक है। जैसे कि अभी ये डिफाइनिंग ग्लाइकॉल इन दिस पर्टिकुलर वन देयर आर टू फंक्शनैलिटीज का मतलब टू रिएक्टिव साइट्स, ठीक है। फंक्शनैलिटी मींस रिएक्टिव साइट्स, जहाँ पे कि आकर के कोई भी रिएजेंट अटैक करें, ठीक है। किसी भी टाइप का रिएक्शन मैकेनिज्म अप्लाई हो सकता है, ठीक है। एलिमिनेशन, सब्स्टिट्यूशन, एनीवन, कोई भी रिएक्शन मैकेनिज्म अप्लाई हो सकता है, बट फॉर दोज रिएक्शंस मैकेनिज्म्स टू बी अप्लाइड टू एनी पर्टिकुलर कंपाउंड एक रिएक्शन साइट और या फिर अनसैचुरेटेड वैलेंसी भी अवेलेबल होनी चाहिए। सो व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट पॉलीमराइजेशन वी टॉक अबाउट फंक्शनैलिटी ऑफ द नंबर ऑफ फंक्शनल ग्रुप्स, ठीक है। यू कैन टेक एनी अदर एग्जांपल, CH3 COH इज अनदर वन, ठीक है। अगर यहाँ पे CH3 CH2 OH कर देते, even then there were two functional groups, ठीक है। So two functionalities are there. So number of functional groups in any particular monomer is not functionality, ठीक है। ये polymer तो नहीं, as you can see this particular compound is not a polymer. So the number of functional groups that a monomer has is related to its functionality. Okay. I hope this is clear. और functionality की requirement ये है कि जब तक unsaturated sites या unsaturated valencies reactive sites available नहीं होंगी, the reaction mechanism would not take place or would not go forward. So that is the requirement of having such functional groups or double bonds here. Double bonds के case में, triple bonds के case में भी you see reactions of polymerization going on. Why? Because there are valencies available to be filled and polymer changed into saturated bonds or alkenes. तो जैसे कि यहाँ पे इस पर्टिकुलर एग्जाम्पल में इथीन के एग्जाम्पल में it is changing into a long chain polymer chain. Presence of easily replaceable hydrogen atom imparts or gives functionality. This is also one of the reasons. So example, phenol exhibits an app, right? Phenol is a right example. So we will talk about this in the next class. This one is a last slide, but it needs a bit of explanation. So we'll talk about this in the next class. Okay. So अगर आज की क्लास में किसी को कोई डाउट है, so that student can ask me. Otherwise, I'll just scroll through the slide. So students, polymers are something which are repeated monomer units. ठीक है. Monomers can be of two types. They can be single or homomonomers, or they can be copolymers. ठीक है. Polymers can be homopolymer or copolymer, जिसमें कि दो या दो से ज़्यादा monomers होते हैं. On the basis of structure, again, it can be linear or branched as shown in this particular image. क्रॉस लिंक भी हो सकते हैं. क्रॉस लिंक का मतलब ये कि लॉन्ग चेन पॉलीमर चेन्स है, उनके बीच में देयर आर फ्यू मोनोमर्स अटैच्ड, सो दैट विल गिव अ क्रॉस लिंक टाइप स्ट्रक्चर टू एनी पॉलीमर ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ अरेंजमेंट, ब्लॉक और ग्राफ. सो ग्राफ के केस में द मोनोमर इज इन द लीनियर फॉर्म हियर, बट ब्लॉक के केस में द मोनोमर सीक्वेंस इज केप्ट एज अ ब्लॉक. ठीक है. 3 A's are there, then 3 B's are there. So this can change. The number can be 3 or more or less also, but they have a certain pattern. It's not like block polymer में और linear इसमें क्या difference है? Linear को polymer में क्या difference है? दोनों में difference ये है कि The linear copolymer has AB structure. Blocks are not there. One monomer lies next to the other one. But block के case में there is a sequence. 3 A's are there, then 3 B's are there. So this type of blocking type of a structure is your block copolymer, block polymer. ठीक है. टैक्टिसिटी का बात आती है तो टैक्टिसिटी का मतलब है ओरिएंटेशन ऑफ फंक्शनल ग्रुप. ठीक है. Orientation of functional groups में if they are lying on the same side then it's isotactic. If it's on the opposite side but in a regular fashion then it's your symbiotic, like one is here the other one is here. But if they are random and they are attached anywhere in the polymer chain then they are atactic. तो इस पे क्वेश्चन आता है. So just keep this at least this one point in mind कि isotactic, symbiotic और atactic में difference क्या है. Then we have thermoplastics, thermosets and elastomers. So thermosets वो जो कि एक infusible structure form कर लेते हैं. Thermoplastic वो जो recycle हो सकते हैं. Elastomers have got some elasticity. So one such example was your synthetic rubbers or polydimethyl siloxane, whose image I'll show you in the next class. Functionality. Functionality is required because there has to be some reactive sites, some unsaturated, some unsaturated valency should be there so that the reagent could attack and form a polymer chain. जैसे कि डबल बॉन्ड हो या ट्रिपल बॉन्ड्स हो या फिर functional groups हो. Exchangeable hydrogens or protons are there. So this is the requirement of your functional groups. So in the next class, we will take up another topic, but I hope you have understood it. If you have any doubts related to this, you can ask your queries in the next class. So I'm ending the class now, and have a good day. किसी को अगर डाउट है पिछली यूनिट्स में, फर्स्ट यूनिट में, सेकेंड यूनिट में, न्यूमेरिकल्स में, तो वो मुझे व्हाट्सएप करके पूछ सकते हैं. ठीक है. That option is available to all of you. You can ask your queries.